STS here again. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button, get it out there. And yeah, we're back with Lady Crown, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop. But it's not real talk today. It's a midweek catch up, and you can tell that I got a lot of energy right now. It's not no joke out here. This is how I tap into my energy frequencies. What you saying, baby?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was leaning on it up a lot of my head.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend if you just carry on. Now it won't be long.
I think we just had a rendition of "Lean on Me." Lean on me.
Yeah, that's your thing. That's your thing.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend.
Yeah,
I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. We're all gonna need somebody to lean on.
Let me just
Trust
say
me.
something. I think your version was a tad bit better.
Just a little bit.
And also, I think you got the lyrics right. Trust me, fam.
We're all going to need somebody to lean on.
Real life, that's why we need to support each other, man. It's
Absolutely.
So crucial.
These are the days and the times for us to do that, to come together as a collective. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, that's what's going to enable you to not only survive, but thrive.
Yeah, man. Real
because
life.
Trust me, millionaires and billionaires are made out of these types of events, and they don't come around very often. The collapse, a financial collapse every 8-10 years, but not on a global scale. You know, this country, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, you know, all of those countries, Weimar Republic, when they had hyperinflation and their, you know, their currency went to hell in a handbasket. But individual countries at different times. Now we're talking all the countries with central banks, and you just got to look and see where the central banks are, and you know there's a problem. Then there's going to be a collapse. But trust me, it's a transfer of wealth, because all those that have got it aren't just going to sit there and watch it all go to hell in a handbasket. So what they're going to do, land, gold, silver, you name it, they transfer it. But what we've got crypto. You know what I'm saying?
Also, people need to tap into Penny Kelly's Luxy. It's got a lot of information in there.
Put it on the Telegram.
Yeah, put it on
the Telegram for your watch.
Yeah. Shout outs to, got to shout them out again. The two administrators, Michelle and Tanya.
Yes.
It's Tanya, isn't it? Yeah, it's Tanya. Yeah, you know what? We're going to tap into the big distraction right now. Kanye West, or Ye. That's what he wants to be called now. Man, like Ye. Yeah, the interview went viral, and I'm sure it got pulled down, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? I tapped into it just to see what was going on. Ralph Smart spoke about it for a bit, and I thought, you know what, let me tap into it. And yeah, it lasted around half an hour, 40 minutes, because the things that he was saying, there's a lot of facts that he was saying, but also, like me and Lady Crown both know, they like to play duality. So give you the consciousness and also the other side of consciousness.
Distraction.
So it causes a big distraction, and a lot of people need to realize that if it's not helping you evolve, then obviously it's a distraction. It's simple as that. You've been played.
Yeah, you've been throughout the ages. Yeah.
Hook, line and sinker, like Ian Penny like to say.
Yo, the man's a multi-billionaire or billionaire.
No, it's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
Worth to $69 billion.
All right, he's a billionaire. So his struggles, he ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? Right about now, you got the struggles. But they're going to make you focus on somebody
that isn't helping you really. This is why I love to
them
say.
Take up the money and give the people them. Then we might have some time to talk with him. Do something where I can see that Ye, as he now wants to be called, is actually helping his fellow men and women.
Because your actions speak louder than words. A lot of people, they love to talk, but they don't love to walk.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't only talk the talk, walk the walk as well. So you're authentic.
There you go.
You get me? But yeah, don't get it twisted. Yeah, he's got a lot of information, because he's in a position where he's connected to a lot of the hierarchies. So he knows a lot. This is why he was talking about 2024. He knows a lot what's coming in the future. A lot of billionaires do, because they're in the knowing of what's going on. They're connected to people like, you know, the builder, but is it builder? How do you pronounce that? don't want to get it wrong.
Which ones?
Bilderberg Group. Like,
Oh yeah. Them man go to their meetings.
They go to the meetings.
Those are the ones that we know about. You know when they put out these G7, G21, and all these the World Economic Forum, and they go to all these meetings. That's what they put out in the public domain. Where you think them are meet and when nobody know about it. Yo, they meet up when nobody don't know about it, because right now central bankers in the Federal Reserve in United States have had meetings, closed door meetings. What was discussing that nobody know. Yo, so they do these things. Whatever they put out there for the public to go, oh yeah, the Bilderberg group are meeting again, or the meeting here and the meeting, they've got the big old owl and all the rest of it. Yo, they're showing you that. So it's the hidden hand, the hand that you don't see. Because when I'm a pine talk this, everybody's creating them like for look. Yo, there's a whole heap of fingers pointing back that side, and that's where all the action is, and we don't see that.
You know, they worship the goat. You got to realize what you're dealing with. You know, the Baphomet.
Yo,
you got to tap into you got to tap into the right information to realize what you're dealing with. This is why when I tapped into the Ye interview, like it likes to be called now, I was just looking at it with a different perspective, not like a fan would, like somebody that knows what's really going on, what's just tapping in just to see what he's saying. You know what I mean? And what I got from that's why I locked it off early, because what I got from it is that it's just a distraction. It's simple as that. Focus on your own journey, focus on your life, focus on what really matters, and then you can put your energy there. You know what I mean? Instead of elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like they like it to. This is how they control a lot of people with their illusions, because these celebrities are people's biggest distractions. You know what I mean?
That's why they were put there.
Trust me.
Take you off your path. Right about now, everything's going to hell in a handbasket. You know what I mean? People should be out there really starting to stock up on all those necessities that they're going to need. Look at, preserving seeds if you're a gardener, or actually buying seeds. You can get those ones that grow in those micro crops that you can grow 7 to 10 days. Boom, they're ready, full of all kind of nutrients. But if you ain't ordered that kind of thing and put them down there, then guess what? And you tapped into Ye and his hogwash and bullshit. You're doing yourself a disservice.
What happens is that because he's talking about a lot of things that happen with his family, and that people carry, they're
interested.
Then you start to gossip. You see me, I will speak about it, but in a way where it's conscious, where I'm realizing that
acknowledging.
There you go. I'm acknowledging what's going on. Then moving on. Within the present moment.
Exactly.
Not staying there yapping on about.
Encouraging our fellow men and women out there, because let's face it, there are men, there are women, and then there are humans out there. So we're encouraging the fellow men and women out there to really not be distracted by what's happening outside of your life and your existence, and you preserving what you have, because make no mistake, they're coming for it. You listen, we had Kwasi Kwarteng, whether the KK man, what them have, Chancellor of the Exchequer. How long did they last? Came with sweeping tax cuts and gave more money to the rich and less to the poor. How long did the Kwasi last? Not even 2 months. In gone. Now we got Jeremy Hunt. What does he know about managing finances and balancing budgets? Absolutely nothing. No financial background at all. You must know it's a game, it's a charade, it's actually hogwash that's taking place in front of your very face and getting you to be distracted, because that's all they are. The World Economic Forum puppets, they're the Bank of England puppets. If the Bank of England control the currency for your country, or your central bank controls the currency for your country, then you must know that you don't have any politicians. You don't have any government, because they're told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. By who? The central banks. The central banks are the hidden hand. They're the ones that have the control. And they've been controlling your lives and our lives for many, many years. And guess what? We've got an opportunity to take it all back. If we don't keep going down that path, well, this is what I need to do now, because that's what they said I've got to do. People tried that 2 years ago, and we know what's happening now, don't we? And that's another thing. Apparently, things are going to come to light very, very soon, where the masses are going to be informed of certain things that have taken place, because you can't keep something like that buried and hidden forever, because it's affecting too many lives. Do you get what I'm saying? So those things are going to come to light, but only for those who have ears to hear, because there's a lot of people still switched off. Trust me, they're proper matrixed off, and they'll never acknowledge it, even when it's staring them right in the face, because it's been looking you right in the face since it all started. But it's for you to have some discernment and to say, look, let me just look at what this is and how it can help, if at all, and then make a judgment on facts, not rhetoric and the spin, because let's face it, there's a lot of spin that went out there, because that's what they do. Yeah. So it's time to take it all back, folks. You know what I mean? It was never theirs to begin with. So guess what? It belongs to you. But that's you. You know what you own, your property, your offspring, those that came from you are yours. But the state will take hold of them and do what they want to do with them if you don't claim what's yours. If you've lost something and you desperately want to find it, you'll probably go to the police station, make a report, or I've lost such and such and such. You never know. Might be some kind man or woman that comes along and finds it and brings it back to police, because you go and claim back what's rightfully yours. Well, you're giving everything away without knowing, because we know what's happened. But now you know, and the platforms are there for you to get the knowledge. I'm telling you, the things that's on those Telegram channels that are literally giving you so much information that you cannot not take it in. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's instant. It's not, well, you know, this might work. And if you try, it's like boom, boom, boom. These are the letters that you need to send. This is how you need to send it. Blah, blah. Everything that you could possibly want. And these people are doing it for free. They're just putting it out there because they know what's coming, you know, and they know how much we need to protect ourselves. Take advantage of it, learn, and each one teach one. We used to go to STS, used to go to supplementary school, and we always started off the day. All the students came together. We, the children of today, learn from the children of yesterday to teach the children of tomorrow. Yeah. What a mantra. That's the mantra that we need to live by. Each one teach one. But we can't be taking people down that path to nowhere, which is your religion and your philosophy and your ideas. You know what I mean? Teach them the real. Teach them the real. And know that they're yours and they should be with you. These institutions that we've been flinging them into because we don't know any better, because guess what? Comes a time when you go into those places, go school, go college, go uni, if you're thinking that there's something more that I want out of life. What is everybody doing, regardless of whether you're the dustbin man or the surgeon? What are you doing? Working for somebody else. They determine where you live, where you sleep, what you eat, what car you drive, if any, everything, and when you can take your holidays. Oh my God! Oh, about 4 years, 6 years. Oh, I've been doing 6 hours. Listen, that's what your life should be, but it can only be like that when you take responsibility for it. It's yours. Create your own wealth. Do something whereby other people are impressed by it and want to recompense you for what it is you now do, or have done, or have created, because we are co-creators. We become slave to the system without realizing it. And the time that we're supposed to be spent looking after what's ours and protecting what's ours, yeah, and growing and developing as men and women, all gone. Because if you're on that job, the separation of man and woman, well, why? Let's bring out some shift work. So husband's bringing in some good money, but guess what? You don't see him. And when he comes in from work, you're going out to work. So you've got all the trappings, the house, the car, and the kids can have all nice clothes. But guess what? There's nothing there holding you together. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how the system has separated the man from the woman. Now we've got some women that stand there and say to you, well, I'm not quite sure what a woman is. Yeah? Listen, you must know it's Brazzario land that we're in. Because, you know, we're Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? Man come from woman, woman come from man. But because we want to be politically correct and this all this hogwash that they're bringing out now, we're not going to say what a woman is. There's some sick people out there, that's all I know. You know what I mean? Puberty blockers for you young youths, them and all them kind of madness there. Yo, opportunities here. Get on board, get the knowledge, and do something with it. And when you get that realization, bring other people, bring the family in. Because trust me, I have no doubt, there will be a parallel world. There'll be those that are flourishing and thriving, and those that are in a destitute type of land and type of world, because They have given over everything that actually belong to them physically, mentally, and spiritually. You'll find yourself in a place where you wouldn't want your worst enemy to be. Trust me. Time.
Yeah, a lot of people need to tap into PMA, you know, and raise their soul, because trust me, you're creating your reality. And trust me, there's definitely a big split right now between fear and love. And a lot of people need to tap into that, because at the end of the day, it's all about your vibration, your frequency, and your energy. Everything that you put out, you get back, like I like to say. So a lot of people need to tap in and realize that, yeah, just like you were saying earlier, some people are going to be living in poverty and some people are going to be living in wealth. It's simple as that. It's all a choice.
All a choice.
When you gain the knowledge and you realize, oh my God, life's not attacking me, it's responding to me.
Yeah.
And when you come to that realization, you start taking your power back and realizing, oh, okay, every single choice matters.
Yeah.
Trust me, because you're manifesting, whether it's good or bad.
Absolutely.
This is what people need to tap into. They need to realize it's all about your vibration. And just like Dr. Joe Dispenza said out there, your personality creates your personal reality. Simple as that. When you look at all the people that are living in abundance, just look at their personality and see how they vibrate and how they interact with others and the world.
Yes.
Trust me, the universe, when you start really connecting with the universe, it always gives you signs as well. And as we know, the synchronicities that me and Lady Crown see, you know, basically every single day.
Every day.
Because we're on this path of raising our frequency and connecting with the all. A lot of people need to do that. You know, a lot of people, they stay closed-minded, then they wonder why things ain't working out for them. Hey, you're not open, baby.
Yeah.
If you're not open, how can you receive?
Exactly.
When you always want to protect. Think about it.
Yeah.
Trust me. And just like Sophia Stewart said out there, if you don't give, you got to go. Trust me, the universe don't play, baby. What's on polarity?
Absolutely.
Real life.
There's a lot of takers out there.
A lot of take. I used to be one of them. Yeah. Lady Crown knows. I used to be one of them. Always taking and not giving. It doesn't work out in the end, because the universe will present something to you that you don't, trust me, you don't want.
Yeah.
Real life.
And that's the truth of the matter.
And that's the truth.
I think if when we were growing and really connecting with the energy on the planet and knowing what we truly are.
Yeah, if we
knew all of those things, then you would know that there's a thing called reciprocity and there's karma. You know that
karma's a real thing.
It's real. Actually real.
Core.
Trust me. And it even, you know, even in the Bible, they'll make reference to it. You know what I mean? The sins of the father. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because within that book, let me tell you something now. There's a whole heap of truth. There's a whole heap of truth in that book, but it's been manipulated. Chapters taken from there, some removed. There's so many different books on the Bible that's been removed. Do you know what I'm saying? The book of Enoch, which is 5 books, not in there. So anybody using that to live their lives by, then it's like having a telephone directory in your hand, but then there's a whole block of numbers missing. You'll never be able to ring those numbers. You'll never make the contact with those numbers. Do you get what I'm saying? So therefore, there's something missing. And that what's missing is you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being able to step outside of yourself and say, well, who am I? Why am I here?
Yeah.
What is my purpose? You know, when you ask yourself those questions, trust me, the universe starts to open up to you. And when you know that how you live your life determines how you are throughout your life and those that come after you, you start to make different choices, different decisions. But if you think that you can carry on with wickedness and evil, and guess what? It will rain, because wickedness has been raining on this planet for the last 6,000 years. But like everything, it has to come to an end.
You know, a lot of people, they feel worthless because they haven't got a purpose. That's what just come to me, and it's so true. You know, because when you find your purpose, then you can focus on what you really need to do in your life. You know what I mean? So it's just crucial for you to find your passion. It's all about having passion for life. And when you have that, then trust me, you're on the road to success.
Absolutely.
You really are, man.
Absolutely.
And, you know, just try your best to focus on your journey, because when you're on this path, me and Lady Crown have seen it many times, you're going to have many people trying to test you out there.
Because you'll have challenges, all right?
You're going to have challenges, because remember this, it's all frequency, it's all energy. If you're tapped into distractions, you want that for others.
Yeah.
Facts.
You see what the universe will challenge you.
Real life.
Well, because those challenges will be those events that take place in your life that you say, Jesus, me Christ, Lord, me God, what is upon me? Satan, I rebuke you. That's what the Christians say. Satan, I rebuke you. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. They're not seeing that the universe is presenting you with a challenge.
Yeah.
And you see, when people say that, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and give themselves a label as to who and what they are, the universe will always present them with a challenge. And then those that are around will see if you really are what you say. Because you don't never listen to what a man or a woman says,
Nah, sir.
Watch what them do.
Because remember this, your conscious mind is only 5% of you. What about the other 95%?
Okay.
This is why I watch people's actions, not what they say.
Exactly.
And I don't really listen to the words. I listen to the energy behind it, because that is the truth.
Yeah.
Real life.
Trust me. Watch what them do. They can chat till the cows come home. It's about what they actually do. You know what? We've got Venus.
22nd
of October. 22nd, 10, 20, 22. All the twos. And that's about harmony, peace, love. And I think this phenomenon comes around every 270 years or something like that. So guess what?
Yes,
we are here in this day and this time for this experience. But how many people are going to be, tuning in, homing in on that day? Feeling the love. Exactly. Because what they're giving you is the distractions, the work, the gaming, the man, the woman running up and down, Tom Gallis and all of those things, that, the food that takes you away from yourself, causes you illness, dis-ease. You got all of that, so you can't make the connections. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're not. Anybody talked about astrology in school? No, I wasn't. Absolutely not. They tell you go to school for Tony and a fool. That's what they do. And guess what? We come out really, really good fools, because now we have peer puffets, and we have this surfer ticket, and we have that surfer ticket, and
they took over the curriculum
and gave you a load of lies and hogwash. And guess what? Once we repeat it and get stars and ticks and go on with piece of paper in our hand.
Yo, you get clapped. You get me when you're getting.
They're laughing.
Trust me, they're laughing.
They're laughing and going, yeah, good slave. Yeah. And there's another one. Listen, ain't nobody off the plantation. You're just not on there picking cotton anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had no boss up with the cotton, but your mind's been enslaved.
Yeah, mentally. Yeah, mentally.
That's the trick that they play. They took off the shackles. They took off the chains, but they've done that to your brain. So you actually think that you are achieving, that you have a good life, that you have a good quality of life, and that you are this wonderful person or this wonderful man or woman. Trust me, you're not, because you don't even know who you are. And what you are, you have no idea.
Knowledge is power for a reason, because you only can do what's within you. Simple as that. If you haven't got the right information, you can't do what you really want to do in terms of being successful within your life. It's near enough impossible.
You're not going to get that until you step outside of the box. You were put in a box. You need to step outside the box. You need to critique your life. You need to critique everything that you've ever been told. Even those of you that hold on to that book. And, the King James Version is the best version. Yo, it tells you in the King James Version, so that's his opinion. That's been written into that book.
His story.
And exactly. Story. What's yours?
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
What is your journey? What's your... You know what I've noticed with a lot of people? They present a program that's been there for years and years and years.
Yeah.
But that's a part of them hiding. So it's like an image. Oh, I'm this. Wait a minute. Who are you? Who are you within? What is your song? You know what I mean? Who are you? And until you express that, then you're just deflecting away from yourself. Yeah. This is why I'm all about the awareness and knowledge of self, because a lot of people, they fake and pretend to be somebody else, and it's not even them.
Exactly.
Trust me, most of us have been there because we've gone through the program.
Yeah.
So when you deprogram yourself, you already know where you come from, so you know where people are at. So you're like, okay, I see that's just a facade. Let me move back to myself.
Yeah.
You know what that one's there? It's real life, man.
We need to really go back to basics. And I know some politician didn't say that one time ago, but their reason for saying it is not why I'm saying it. Because in order for us to go forwards. We need to go back.
Backwards. I had to go back to 0 to 7 years old to deal with my inner child.
Yeah. We need to Sankofa. The Sankofa bird turns its head 360 all the way around and then back. So you have to go back to correct all of those things that you were taught, that are learnt behaviours. Where my parents are from Jamaica. So this is our traditional food. The foods, I kill you, are poison. Mm-hmm. It's causing early death.
Biochemistry.
Trust me, because it's going against the biochemistry. Yeah. Nothing that we consume is actually benefiting our bodies and our minds. Yeah. If anything, it's destroying it. You see how many people up and down are walking and talk to themselves. They're gone. Yeah. Done deliberately. You see what I'm saying? Because nothing's by happenstance. It's done deliberately to take you. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. So we can cook up the best mutton and the chicken and the fish. Lord have mercy, the food nice. Yeah. The same food is shortening your life by 10, 15, 20 years. Maybe even more than that. Some people check out quick time. Gone. You know? The dearly beloved bro. 60. Just turned 60. Because of the poor diet. Brilliant mind. Brilliant businessman. And could afford to have whatever he wanted. But his choices in terms of his nutrients for his body, his nutrition for his body, was that of the one that we were brought upon. The chicken and the rice, starch and blood. Yeah. That's basically what it is, starch and blood. And it takes you, robs you of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does.
Starch robs you of your oxygen.
Okay.
And blood makes you extremely acidic. When you look at the lion, when it eats that the antelope.
Yeah. And you don't cook it neither.
No, raw.
Tear it up raw.
You see how tired it is? They have to lay down for about 4 or 5 hours, probably longer. I don't know. But when you look at the herbivores, they eat and go.
Yo, the giraffe.
They've got a lot of energy.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the giraffe. Look at the elephant. Them gone about them business.
Just look at the animal kingdom, and you start to really learn what you really need to eat.
You said the opportune words, STS, the animal kingdom. Yeah. That's why I'm talking about going back to watch what they do in nature. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We can learn a lot. Because one thing man has not been able to do, even though them take them and fling them in a zoo,
some of them,
and take them make money.
The whole of
exactly, they have not been able to do all of that. So you can go to the Serengeti, some places in. I think a brother of mine went to Tanzania and he went on a safari. The wild animals up front and personal, being who and what they were purposed to be on this planet, eating what they are supposed to eat. We have been taken away from all of that and given McDonald's and whatever bullshit out there. All of them things. Kill fast chicken, make all that, because that's exactly what it does to you. And when you look at the cancer rates in some of the small Caribbean islands, I'm telling you, they're off the chart. They're off the chart. Why? Because they're off purpose. They're not on purpose. They're not taking into their bodies what they need. And yet, anything you want growing at them, the country can grow the fruits. Trust me, what we have to pay a fortune for, they can just walk and pick. But man and man will walk past something that's going to give them nutrients in their body and go into a store, a shop and buy, I don't know, some beef juicy patty full of cheese. And because you can't get the cheese and beef one.
Dairy is not good for you either. Yeah.
None of those. No. If you're going to drink that kind of thing, it needs to be just as it comes out of the animal. And that animal is grass fed, not sinting where grind up all animals. We're putting in one bag and then you put them feeding now because you're feeding them back their own brothers and sisters. That's how you get the mad cow disease and all that kind of thing there, because it plays with your neurological system. So if it's grass fed and you take that raw milk, it now hurt you know. Yeah. But we have to go through a pasteurization. These animals are fed all kind of sinting, then they're given hormones to produce more milk. It's not good for us.
A good animal milk is it's hard to get though. Buffalo.
Well, there you go.
Very hard to get.
Now go get one buffalo, you know.
The bison.
The bison.
Yeah.
You see them all original animals. They're still here because the cow is a hybrid. It's not natural in nature. You know what I'm saying? It's not natural in nature. You know, go back in the way back days. You know, sitting in the cow, it's the bison, the buffalo. Do you get what I'm saying? They've been here forever, but they don't want you to have that. They want you to have what they created. And all that does is causes you harm and disease.
A brother to tap into, just come to my headset, is Ekon. Eat to Live, Not to Die. He's got a brilliant book out there that you've got. And website as well.
Yeah.
And he's got so much information out there to help you on your journey.
Yeah, they'll even do consultations if you've got some kind of ailments and you've gone down the traditional routes, and we know what those are. Then he'll do Zoom consultations and just help you on your journey of healing, because that's what it's about. We have to heal our minds and our bodies. By doing that, you then can elevate. You get what I'm saying? You can then make those connections with the
higher realms.
Exactly.
For real.
Without that, then you'll stay in your 3D, your lower vibration, because you're acidic. You cannot elevate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, man, you weighted down with a ton of weight, and you want it's not going to work. But once you shed all of that off you, yo, watch and see what happens.
Your environment within creates your thought patterns, creates your way of thinking, your way of doing. So it's so key. Like, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
It's so key to tap in.
Yeah.
So key, man.
Yeah.
And it won't happen straight away for the majority of people, but it's a process. Don't beat yourself up.
Don't beat yourself up.
Just be on the journey.
Just exactly. Start the journey. Start it today. Look at what you're consuming and say to yourself, you know what? If you're eating that sort of stuff every day, if you're eating meat and fish 5-7 days a week, then cut it down. But I'm telling you now, those people that are consuming those kinds of foods every day are finding that when they go shop for bites, it's a bit more expensive every day. I was talking to my daughter Liz yesterday, and she said she went to get some things for her lunch at college, and this little Sainsbury's where she going to, she bought a 500ml bottle of Fanta, because she like her Fanta. There you go. £1.80. I said, you're joking. £1.80. Remember little Freddo chocolates that I used to get that were 10 pence? She said the Freddo was 75 pence. Wow. I said, I beg your pardon?
Wow.
Listen. She looked at her friends, and her friends were saying, oh my God, it's so expensive. She said, I told you about inflation, because she gets a lot from us, obviously. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Those nonsensical foods, because they don't do anything for you. It's taste. That tastes nice. But when you look at those drinks, you look at some of the ingredients, because I'm telling you, they've switched it to corn syrup and aspartame. Yo, just look at what those things do to the body.
The ingredients, that's what I was going to tap into, because you mentioned it. But the thing about it, I still tap into it. If you read the ingredients, all the acids, all the chemicals that literally cause you serious harm. Serious harm.
Make your own fizzy drink. Get carbonated water, squeeze 2 lime.
Spring water,
Spring water. Just put little algar syrup in it. Boom, guess what you got?
Sarsaparilla iced tea that you
get.
Yeah, something like that.
You can make your own, and it's just so healthy for you. So if you like carbonated drinks, you can have carbonated water, but then lime. Or you get little ginger, and you juice your ginger. You want to make a ginger beer? Make one. Without the lip of crap in it, because when you pick up them tins, I defy you to read what's on the back of that tin. Number 1, you can't see it. Number 2, you can't pronounce it.
And these products have been tried and tested with lab rats.
Oh my gosh!
So they know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, they know.
So trust me, you got to realize you're in a war. And a bio war, and also mental. Yes. So you got to realize what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they're walking around clueless.
Yeah. They are.
Because they don't know what's going on.
Even now, there are people out there that aren't noticing what's happening and are being distracted and caught up in all of the hogwash. Even now, at this critical juncture in the history of the world as we know it, everything is going to change, and it's going to shock the shite out of a lot of people, and those are the ones that won't be prepared. That's why we keep telling you to spread it far and wide.
Yeah, spread the love.
Spread the love. Yeah. Get the extras in. Get the things that you know you're going to need. And if in the event of you can't come out here, there are certain restrictions in the shop and martial law, whatever, because trust me, all of those things are quite possible, then you're quite happy where you are, because what you have, what you need, you have. That's what you need to do. Do it today. Don't delay. We're done.
Ooh. Wow.
Seconds remaining.
STS and Lady Cry over there. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people. Have a good day.